Peace, everyone. I need to set my camera up on my phone, which is my camera. Ugh. Please excuse the technical difficulties. I was having so much, trouble with my tripod earlier. Like my phone, basically a piece of it kind of broke off or something like that, and then it wasn't allowing my phone to just stay in the tripod. And I'm like, come on, man, I just got this thing. I literally got this tripod less than a month ago so that I could do things like this. Peace, everyone. I see people are joining. It's good to be back with you all again. Peace, Ezekiel. I have been gardening, mowing my lawn all day. And now I get to check in and chill out with my people on YouTube. How's everybody doing? It's just good to, take some time to chill out and relax, be still. Thank you. I've been doing my best to not be stressed during this time of uncertainty. And speaking of which, I think, I think this time has helped people to realize just how uncertain things are in reality. Like, things are always really uncertain. Nothing is ever certain. But because this world, there were, certain systems in place and things, I guess jobs and businesses and things like that. Sometimes we, I guess, mistakenly put our faith and our hope and our security depends on those things. And then when those things, we come to learn just how finite all of that is, it's like a reality check. Like, oh, that was never certain. That was never a secure thing to begin with. So it's a wake-up call for a lot of people. But, and I do think that it's going to get a lot darker before it gets better. But it will get better, inshallah. And so, do your best not to be stressed and fearful, and do what you can to prepare for the darker times that may come. Store food, store water, exercise, keep in touch with your loved ones, pray, meditate, fast. Speaking of fasting, Ramadan is is right here. It's about to start, and I'm looking forward to Ramadan this year. I think it's going to be it's always a spiritual time, but this one in particular, I think is going to be very peculiar. I don't know how so exactly, but I've already started preparing myself mentally and spiritually. But I'm gonna watch some lectures by the Honorable Minister Farrakhan where he speaks on the fast of Ramadan, just to really get myself prepared. So how's everybody doing? I'd like to hear what everyone's been up to, or read at least what everyone's been up to during this time. How have you been keeping busy if you haven't been working? Have you been rearranging anything at home? Have you been doing anything creative, getting into creative things? What's going on? Hey, beautiful. Working every day. What's up, Ego Slayer? So some of y'all are still able to work. I guess that's a good thing as long as you're able to protect yourself and stay safe. Currently retwisting my locks. That's what's up. Been working on lots of music and staying active. That's good. Got myself into working out again. LOL. Challenging but fun and healthy. This is the time. Seriously, like if you've been slacking, and I'm not singling you out. This is to all of us, myself included. If we have been slacking in the exercise and physical activity department, now is the time to get ourselves back on track and prepare ourselves physically. You know, our whole being will thank us for that, and it will prepare us for what is to come, whatever that may be. I work for a bakery company. I bring in flour, so I work alone. Okay, that's cool. What kind of flour? Using my creativity to be more productive. Would you like to talk more about that, or like elaborate? I'm interested in hearing about that. I myself have been feeling very creative, and I've been inspired. There are some musical ideas that I intend to flesh out and really finally get out to the people. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and he more or less was saying to me that, like, he's like, I need you to get your music out because you're depriving the people. And I'm like, you're right. I'm depriving myself too, though, because when you have a gift that was gifted to you by God, you got to figure out how to use it as a contribution to the people, something that will enhance lives in one way or another. And at the same time, it'll be fulfilling for yourself. And you know, I mean, things happen. Life changes, and all kinds of, you know, responsibilities and priorities switch up, and you know, you have to reevaluate things and survive. But I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive in this life, and I believe that that is what God wants for all of us. But you know, the best way to do that, the best way to live a life above the survival mode, survival level, is to figure out with God, like, what is it that you want me to do, and look at the things that you've been blessed to, like things that you're naturally good at, as well as things that you are very interested in and passionate about, and see how those things either coincide or work together so that you can use them for the glory of God and to help people and to secure some benefit for yourself while you live. Let's see what y'all saying. Are you vegan? No, I am technically a vegetarian. The dietary guidelines that I follow are from How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And so I choose not to eat meat. I haven't eaten meat in 7 years, and but I do consume some dairy, and preferably raw. And yeah, I strive to eat 1 meal a day, and I fast once a month for 3 days. Yeah, shout out to the Tauruses. Happy Taurus season. I am not a Taurus sun, but I'm a Taurus ascendant. My rising sign is Taurus, so you know. And Tauruses, they're such a great sign. I love Tauruses. Flour to make dinner rolls, Hawaiian sweet rolls, hot dog, hamburger buns. Is it just regular like wheat flour, or do you have like, I don't know, spelt flour. I eat a lot of spelt bread, which is supposedly the ancestor of wheat. Tips for skin. I want to say water is key. Water is key. Like, stay hydrated. That doesn't mean you don't have to drink like a gallon a day. Some people do, especially if they're very active and they sweat a lot, and that makes sense. There are other people who go by their body weight, so they say to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, drink 50 ounces of water a day. I think that system works pretty well. Personally, I don't really count how much water I drink. I drink, and I don't wait till I feel thirsty, because by the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Skin. Also, try to put very natural oils and butters on your skin to moisturize after you cleanse it, so that you don't clog your pores, but you help to maintain the moisture and the hydration. So I like to use shea butter, jojoba oil, rose hip seed oil, and I like to add essential oils, especially frankincense. Frankincense is amazing for your skin. It has so many skin benefits. I recommend frankincense to everyone. Put it in your moisturizer. It's so good for your skin. Not just your face, but your whole body. But it's good for your face too. So let's see. Yeah, health is wealth. That's right. It is. I know that's like cliche and you hear people say it, but it's the truth, because if you don't have your health, you're not going to live long enough to even enjoy any type of wealth, physical, material wealth. So it's really important to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Just making music and YouTube vlogs. That's what's up. I'm gonna have to check your channel out. Let's see. Still waiting to do a duet cover with you. Oh, okay. You do music? Spelt flour, chickpea flour. Oh yeah, it's good stuff right there. There's all kinds of flour. If you guys are familiar with teff flour, that's the flour that's used to make injera, the Ethiopian spongy, soury kind of bread. A lot of people are starting to use that because it's naturally gluten-free and it's rich in iron, which a lot of people are deficient in. Speaking of deficiencies, please, my people, especially my melanated people, we need the sun. So I know a lot of us are quarantined and are staying at home, sheltering in place, but we need to go outside. Outside is not closed. Businesses might be closed, but outside is open. So if you can, please go outside, get some sun, as long as you are able to. Get some fresh air, because all of that is good for the synthesis of vitamin D in our body, as well as other many benefits. Just, it's good for our immune system to get fresh air and sunlight, and to be around nature, to be around these plants if you can. Please, I'm urging you. If your life was a TV show, what song would be the theme song? I don't know. It might be that song that I sung on my first live, that "This Is All I Really Know." That really might be it, because I just feel like I like to look at my whole life as a spiritual journey, and that song is very spiritual. And so when I reflect on my life, and the things that I do in my life, everything is spiritual, and everything is just has so much meaning. YouTube has changed a lot. What do you think of YouTube now? YouTube has changed a lot. I can't really say, I mean, what I think of it. I haven't been active as far as uploading content that much. Like, I'm just still kind of getting back into it, back into the swing of things. But I have been watching a lot of content from people. So I've been, you know, looking at people's videos, and I don't know. I don't know. I still like YouTube. I like to watch videos on YouTube. I like that there's this live feature where I can talk to you instantly, like right now. It's pretty cool. Um, yeah, yeah. So, yes, you forgot I've been following you for years before your first album. Well, I never actually had an album. I've released some singles on like all the platforms. Two? Yeah, I released 2 singles officially. Um, Into the Night and Lover Lover. But I actually never released any kind of album or EP or anything like that. But that will change soon, hopefully. I'm really, I think that I'm going to do it for real, for real, for real. I have so much to say and so much to express vocally and with my words. And I've lived so much life. And I want to put that life into song, you know? So much. There's so much. Hi. What state are you in, girly? I am in the lovely state of Georgia. And I've been here officially, like where I live now, I've been here 5 years. But I've been coming back and forth since like 2009. And this is home. Georgia's home, you know. I'll always have love for New Jersey and New York because that's, you know, where I grew up and spent a lot of my time. That's where the majority of my family in the States is, New Jersey and New York. But Georgia is home. Georgia is where my heart is. We need some Zewdy. You do! And I need to give myself to the people. I really do. I really do. And so I will. And I'm just, you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity that even this time, this quarantine, is allowing to really spend time on creative things. Because when, you know, the hustle and bustle of life was taking place, it just wasn't as conducive to a creative, because you know, at this time I'm not making money with music. I'm not living off of my music, so I had to do other things, which left me with barely any time to work on music because I'd be tired by the time I was home. And yeah, so inshallah, God willing, I'm going to get into it and get some music out for y'all. And I met a producer recently, another musician who is willing to work with me on stuff, and I'm excited to do that because you know, it's just, you know, something to be enthusiastic and thankful for when people want to work with you and help bring your ideas to life. That's something that you shouldn't take for granted, because they don't have to. They don't have to spend that time or whatever resources they have and energy. And if they're willing to, you know, thank them, thank God for that. Let's see. Do you miss anything about New Jersey? Just my family. That's it. Just family. I don't miss anything else. Are there any good books you are reading that you can recommend? I know your library is lit. Honestly, I wouldn't say I have a lot of books. I have books. However, what would I recommend? I would recommend The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It talks a lot about things that we're seeing today. Yeah. I think I've watched every cover that you've done. Really? That's impressive. I've done quite a bit. I've done, I think, over 100 now. I don't remember, but you know, I was going hard on YouTube for a while, so I know I have a lot of videos on here. So I definitely appreciate it, especially because I get paid on YouTube, but not very much, because by the time I became like a partner on YouTube with the AdSense stuff, it was much later, like past my peak on YouTube. So it's like when people view my videos, I get like a couple of cents. I haven't calculated. I have to look at it again. But, you know, that's why there are ads on my videos and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate it, because slowly but surely, I gradually make money. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Y'all heard that? And I just appreciate the love and the support. You know, people still comment on my videos like, I'm here in 2020, and I'm like, wow, that's what's up, because some of these videos are over 10 years old. Married, children, no and no. I am not married. I do not have any children. I have a cat who is behind me. I don't know if you guys can see him on the steps. Maybe if I lift this a little bit. Wait. Well, he's there. That's the closest thing I have to a child, and he's not my child. He's my pet cat. Yeah. My favorite cover was So Into You. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's you know, Tamia. She has such a pleasant tone of voice, and so listening to that song and singing that song just makes me feel good, because it's so like soft and you know. Yeah. So where is everybody right now? I told y'all I'm here in Georgia, United States. Where are you all at this moment? What state, what country, and what is the quarantine stuff like for you? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Whoops. Sorry about that. Queens, NYC. That's what's up. I have a lot of family in Queens. I have family in Flushing Meadows, and then I have family in Lefrak. Illinois in the house. London, UK. Just came in. Zewdy, you are glowing. Glad you're back. Hi, Bree. Thank you. Yes. You know, I like to get that good sun, that good sunlight, and water. That will definitely assist in the glow. Boston, Massachusetts. Detroit, Michigan, Arkansas. Boring, Minnesota. Is it really boring over there? New Jersey in the building. Georgia. So yeah, so what's going on as far as you know, quarantine I guess regulations? Like what is your local government saying? Because we were just informed that they're gonna start opening things back up here in Georgia on Friday. And child, I ain't going nowhere, okay? I'm gonna be here at my house Okay, I ain't gotta go nowhere. Nope. For what? So I can get sick? No, not me. London, England. Okay. That's what's up. Yes, for sure. They tripping. Cause what I look like? It's like when it comes to the numbers and the data and what's happening and infections, it's not like it's slowed down. I just pray that our people are wise and don't rush to get back into the swing of things or back to life, business as usual, because it's just too soon. It's too soon. And then I saw something else on like CNN or something like that where they're saying that they're predicting like a resurgence of the coronavirus during flu season in the wintertime. I'm like, mm, mm, mm. Oh, there's 3 people from London here. That's what's up. Are you ready? Fasting Ramadan? I'm ready. I am ready. I feel very ready. I look forward to the Quranic reading as well as the fasting from, food and water and all of that. Some say that it might be a challenge, more of a challenge now that people are at home and not like out and about doing things, so it's harder to distract yourself, and you might have a fridge full of food and things that tempt you, and that might be a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm willing to to take on, and I'm just gonna do my best to be productive during this time, and spiritually productive. I'm gonna be that last one wearing a mask. Let everyone else be guinea pigs. Straight up. That's what I'm saying. Okay? If I have to go out into the wilderness of North America, best believe I'm gonna have my mask and my gloves, and I will be staying at least 6 feet away from everybody around me, because I ain't got time to be sick, okay? I take good care of myself. I do my best to strengthen my immunity and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth risking, you know. God forbid if I did get ill, I do believe that I would recover. Um, but why? Well, like, why would I put myself in harm's way? For what? Do. Okay. My job's still open, but I haven't been there in like a month, a few weeks. Okay. Are you like allowed to refuse going to work, or are they gonna like penalize you for that? Because now that they're opening stuff back up in Georgia, we can refuse to go to work. There's something that we can do to refuse to go to work and still get unemployment if we're getting that, and yeah, stimulus checks and stuff. Let's see. Come on, let's connect. Third eye flow. Third eye, let's go. What are you most proud of? Hey, Miss Shanice. What am I most proud of? That's really difficult to say. But honestly, if I think about, I've been through a lot of things, as most people have in life, I'm pushing 30. I'll be 30 in July, inshallah. I make it to July. And I'm really proud of the perpetual transformation spiritually that I've been making in my life, especially over the past 7 years. I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of my striving to live as a Muslim woman in the Nation of Islam. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of standing firm in what it is I say I believe. And, you know, regardless of the naysayers, regardless of the doubters and those who attempt to discourage. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you so much. ATSE Shade. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Like, wow. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, I'm really proud of my spiritual transformation because for those of you who don't know, like, I grew up atheist. I didn't believe in God. You know, I believe I was a good person and I had morals and things like that, but I was definitely lost spiritually and in some ways misguided by things in society that caused me to not get in touch with who I am and, of course, not get in touch with our Creator. And so, yeah, I'm really proud of my spiritual transformation. I'm so thankful to Allah God. I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about it. Like, I'm so thankful that God was after me and I was after God. I'm so thankful. That was a great question. Thank you. If you could time travel to any year, but only in the past, what year would you choose? Dang, that's a good question too. If I could go to the past, I might have to come back to that one because I can't right now. Where in the past? Dang, I don't know. I might want to go like, I might want to go like all the way to the beginning, like the beginning, to see the self-creation of the originator. I got kind of deep on y'all right there, but I would love to be able to witness that. It's almost unfathomable. There we go. But I would love to see that. I want to know our originator, the originator of the heavens and the earth. Like, I would love to see that self-creation. Yeah. Thank you, answered me. I'm Ethiopian, now I live in the UK. You're welcome. I'm gonna try to answer everybody's questions to the best of my ability. As long as they are respectful, you know, I have no problem answering the question. I have a July birthday as well. Hey, July babies. Wait, are you a Cancer or a Leo? Because I'm a Cancer. Your third eye is visible. Your greatness. Oh, is it? So you can see me? So you can see me? I'd see what happened to ancient Egypt. That's a good one. Reveal the real. That, you know, that's great. That would be a great time to travel back to, and then we could see and confirm just how the pyramids were built. Have an idea, but you know, we could do that. If you could have dinner with 3 people, living or past, who would you choose? 3 people, living or past. Oh my gosh. I feel like spiritually, this would be kind of cliche as a Muslim in the Nation of Islam, but all 3 people, dang. All right, let me see. Definitely the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I would love to have dinner with him someday, and whatever he would have to say to me, I would just try to take it all in and express my love and my gratitude to Allah for him. Who else? If not one of the other spiritual giants. Maybe Beyonce, but just because I love her so much. And a third person, a third person, a third person. I think the third person I would choose is my aunt, Cookie Tehetena, just because she just means a lot to me. And you know, over the years we kind of drifted and went our separate ways in life as I got older and stuff. But my spiritual journey, because of the seeds that she planted in me as a child. And I would love to just sit and have dinner with her and talk. Maybe I would make her something. Let's see. When did you feel your journey begin? Honestly, the journey was always happening, but I think I was awakened to it like maybe 2013, because that was the first time I ever prayed. And God answered my prayer. It's really deep. Let's see. At this point, everyone wants to time travel. What invoked it? What invoked my spiritual journey? Honestly, I was just very depressed. I was in a very low place, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, with, you know, the garbage I was consuming. And I was just tired of it. I had enough of living like that. And that is the thing that like led me to pray and ask God to show me who he is. I could no longer suppress the thought or the feeling that he was real. And I acknowledged that he was real. And I asked him, I begged him to show me who he is. And he did. Let's see. What's the one thing you cannot live without? God. I mean, water. Especially now that I know. Now that I know God, I feel like if I didn't have God, I would have such a terrible existence. Leos are better? What? Listen, I'm not gonna say anything negative about Leos, but Cancers, we are known as the mothers of the zodiac, okay? That's a great thing to be. We're nurturers and caretakers and all of that, and emotionally supportive of the people in our lives. It's a great thing to be. Cancer's over everything. Hey. What's up, Z? Would you date a non-Muslim? No. When quarantine is over, what's the one thing you're looking forward to doing? I guess traveling, so I can see my family, because right now I can't see them, and that kind of sucks, you know? None of my family lives here in Georgia. I mean, I have relatives, but I don't have family that I'm like close with like that and know that well out here. So yeah, traveling to see my family again. Looks like you're having beautiful weather. Love the plants. Thank you. Yes, it's beautiful today, but tomorrow, supposedly there's gonna be severe thunderstorms and stuff and possible tornadoes. So, you know, just bracing myself for that. If it gets bad, I'm gonna have to go into the basement. But I made sure I mowed my lawn today so I could just get that out the way before the crazy weather. I get along with Cancer, so y'all fine in my book. Good. What has the spirit told you about what's going on today? Um, hmm, that this is just the beginning. We ain't seen nothing yet. Share an embarrassing moment. An embarrassing moment? Oh my God. I feel like I have erased embarrassing moments from my memory. Like they don't exist. Because right now I'm drawing a blank. Like, what have I experienced that was embarrassing? Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that if I can even remember. Okay. How do you feel about the treatment of Africans in China? Uh, I'm not surprised because anti-blackness is pervasive all over the world, and it's not a new thing in China or in Asia in general. And you know, hey, I pray that our people over there are going to be okay and can get out of there if they can. I mean, I know a lot of Africans live in China, and if they have to stay there, then I pray that there's some kind of solution for them to be safe from harm, and that those who are mistreating them and abusing them uh, get what they deserve in terms of punishment. Will you be making videos of you singing again? Yes, but I want to do it differently. Like, I really am not feeling like I just want to do covers. Like, it's not what I want to do. I, I might do one occasionally, like of a song that maybe really inspires me, and in a more creative way than I had done them in the past. I won't elaborate on that right now because there some things that are in the works and some things that I am currently developing that are, I guess we could consider a surprise right now. But yeah, um, I think Miss Shanice, you weren't here earlier, but I was talking about, you know, getting into music, getting back into my musical stuff, and I want to create more original content. So that will be more of my focus when it comes to music. I appreciate you because you kind for me. Um, I think that I'm a generally kind person. All praises due to Allah. Because that's just me. I don't like being mean. I don't like being rude. I don't get anything from that, and I am generally very peaceful and happy, and so that's how I treat people. Wait, this Zoe who used to sing the Beyonce songs? Yeah, Zewdy. 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 I used to cover Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan, Alicia Keys, and a host of other singers right here on this channel. Did you not recognize me? Do I look different? I feel like I look different in some ways. You know, I've gotten a little older. Why do you think so many people are anti-black? Because of ignorance and, you know, very deliberate propaganda about us. So, you know, there are movies, commercials, all kinds of things that paint black people a certain way, and people in other countries believe it. Even, I mean, in Africa, in different parts of Africa, I've been told that the way that black people in America are painted is very negatively, and that's why a lot of Africans from the continent don't rock with black people in America. And it's really sad, that division, but we are one, and soon we will all come to realize that and know that, and then we'll have to behave accordingly in unity if we want to survive. You aged about 4 months in the last 9 years. Thank you. That's what's up. What memory instantly makes you smile? I mean, some memories from my childhood. When I think about hanging out with my siblings at home. How old were you when you wrote your first song? I was probably 9. You look the same, except the chubby cheeks. What? My cheeks weren't chubby back then? I mean, I guess not. I feel like they were. I feel like my cheeks were chubbier back then, or like my face. I feel like my face now is more defined. No? I don't know. Are you in Ethiopia? No, I am in Georgia, in the United States of America. What is my view on reparations? I believe that black people in this country are definitely owed a lot. However, do I believe that the government will give what is owed? I don't know. I think it'll take a lot for that to happen, and what that looks like, I'm not entirely sure. Is that your pet cat on your porch behind you? It is. Jasper. Hi, Jasper. He's a sweet cat. He's like my little guardian cat. He just be chilling. And like when we're outside together, he'll be following me. I like run and jog in my backyard, and he'll be like running with me like he's playing tag or something. He's quite a funny character, and he's been a great quarantine pal. Dang, 9 writing songs. I never said they were good songs. But yeah, I was writing. She a little darker, and where's all that beautiful hair? Oh, I definitely tried to get a tan already, you know, taking advantage of this Georgia sun. So I got a little color to me. Thank God. You know, I think I look better with the sun-kissed look. I prefer it. But my hair is in here, tucked away. Do you believe in true love? I do. But I believe that our definition of love is very surface level and very misunderstood, I guess. Like the way that we've been taught about love, I think is just so petty, because love is so much more than what you feel for someone. You know, that's, your emotions, they have a place and they have validity, but love is more than that. Love is duty. And it's not something I came up with myself. I don't ever want you to think that I think I'm so wise. But I've learned a lot of things about love from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And he actually has a lecture called Love is Duty. And if you guys are into lectures, I invite you to watch it. It's one of my favorites. But it's an action word, and it's something that you demonstrate. It's not just something that you say and that you feel, but it's something that you do. It's service. When you think about parents who have a child, if you love your child, you do for your child, you care for your child, you make sure that child grows up and is educated and nurtured and disciplined, to ensure its development. And all of that sort of thing can be applied across the board. Like, of course, things change with the dynamics of the relationships, but the principles are the same. Your house look like Ethiopia house. Beautiful. Really? It does? I've seen, when I went to Ethiopia, I don't remember seeing houses like this, but I didn't get to explore that much when I was there anyway, so that's kind of sad. But next time I come, inshallah, I'll be able to explore. I want to go outside of Addis. Any books you recommend during this isolation? Yes, I recommended this one earlier, but The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Fall of America. It's a red and black book. And you can get it at store.finalcall.com. It's a very relevant book, especially for this time. Also, there's another book I didn't recommend earlier, but I haven't started it yet, but I've heard many good things about it, and I recently purchased it. It's The Celestine Prophecy, and it has a lot to do with spiritual journeys. So, The Celestine Prophecy. I intend to start that book maybe next month. What kind of artist do you want to be, or do you want to do it all? I just want to be an artist who makes music that is authentic, like music that is just like a true reflection of who I am as a person and is relatable. And I want to have the type of career that is on my own terms. Like, I can set up my tour when I want to go on tour. I can release music whenever I want to. And, I be the captain of my own ship, pretty much. I don't want someone telling me when to do, what to do, blah, 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 blah. Of course, I want help, like, with management and business aspects of things. But I definitely am going to be involved in everything that I do and know the ins and outs, and there will be complete transparency in everything of the business. Yeah, and I just don't I don't care to stay relevant. Like, that's not something that I care to chase, relevancy. I think that if I'm reaching people because I'm being myself, then that's all the relevance that's necessary. I don't care about being poppin'. I don't care about that kind of stuff. And chasing trends and stuff like that. Do you like Janae Aiko? I love her. I love her. I love Janae Aiko, and I love what she's doing. I love that she's putting solfeggio frequencies and crystal bowls, singing bowls in her music, and singing like real stuff. Like, yeah, she has deep topics and things in her music, and I love her writing, but she also just sings about very relatable stuff in relationships and in dealing with self, just real and raw, and I appreciate her very much. I think that her existence in this industry and in this world is very necessary, and I'm thankful that she exists. If you were in a talent show, but you weren't allowed to do music, what would you do? Oh, what would I do if I wasn't allowed to do? Hi, Jasper. He came to join me. Hey. Oh, watch out, Jasper. You're about to knock my tripod over. I don't know. I mean, what are my other talents? Dang. I don't know. What would I do if I wasn't allowed to do music? This is a good question, but that just makes me think like, oh my gosh, what other talents do I have that are not musical? Isn't he a cutie? Oh yeah, right now he is chewing on catmint, which is related to catnip. And I grow it specifically for the cats in this neighborhood. Before I had Jasper, I just wanted like the cats to come around, so I planted some catnip and catmint, and now I have a cat. So, by the way, if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying your time here. It helps my channel grow. Thank you. Did I miss questions? Would you sacrifice your life for someone? Depends on the circumstances, but probably, because the people in my life that I love, if they were in danger or if they needed something, I would lay down my life for them. You know, an organ maybe, or if they were in trouble and there was a threat on their life and there was something I could do, I would. I believe so. You could do poetry. You are thoughtful and speak with clarity. Oh, thank you. You know what? I receive that. I accept that. And I believe that to be true. Especially when I feel very inspired and like passionate. Sometimes I'll start speaking and it's almost like flowing through me like a channeled message. Like my words will start coming out very poetic without me trying. It's a very interesting phenomenon that happens from time to time when I'm like really inspired, and it feels like the creative energy within me is like bubbling. Ugh. Yeah, sacral chakra stuff. By the way, today is apparently sacral chakra day. That's why I'm wearing my orange. Let's see. I could see the poetry thing. Word. I need to get back into writing more in general. Not just songs, but just writing my feelings and my thoughts, and, you know. When is the last time you played tennis before the quarantine? In February. My parents were in town, My dad was here, and as you know, but some people may not know, I've been playing tennis since I was 5 years old. And so my dad was here, and we played with one of our friends out here in Georgia. So like early February we played. So that was the last time. But I would like to play more because tennis is my foundation in athleticism, and it's a great sport to play because it gets your whole body moving, and it's a workout, and it's something that if you play it consistently, you know, regularly, maybe a few times a week, you can play it your whole life. My dad, he just turned 75 last month. Thank God for that. But he plays tennis. I mean, right now in quarantine, he's not really able to, but he plays tennis several times a week when this quarantine stuff isn't happening. And he's, you know, moving like the best of them. And yeah, tennis is a great sport. It's something that, and it's a no contact sport, so you're not having those kinds of injuries from bumping into people and stuff like that. Like, you still have injuries from time to time, you know, you might sprain something or um, pull a muscle, shoulder stuff, but nothing like a contact sport, a high contact sport. When in your life have you been humbled? I've been humbled many times. Um, I, I wish I could think of like one particular moment, but I will say, like, when I think I know something or I think I know better, and then life shows me that I don't, and I have to submit and humble down and learn the lesson from that thing. I can't think of anything at this moment, but I will say life has humbled me often, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for it because I don't want to think too much of myself. I don't want to think too low of myself either, but I don't want to think more of myself than I should. If you could choose any producer to make an album with, who would it be? Oh, dang, an album? Maybe Kanye West. Maybe Kanye, because he's brilliant. He's genius, and you know, I am a Kanye fan. I'm a fan of his mind and his many talents, skills, and abilities. So yeah, I would choose Kanye. Oh my God, we went over an hour. Oh, I didn't realize we were. We went over an hour. Well, you all, I think this is it. Or let me see. I'm gonna stop at 65 minutes. Let's see. Is it true that Ethiopians and Eritreans don't get along? I can't answer that because I can't speak for all Ethiopians and Eritreans. You know, there was a conflict between the people politically and, you know, things like that. For those that don't know, I'm actually both. My dad is Eritrean and my mother is Ethiopian. So that's proof right there that that's not true for everyone. But the relations between the two people supposedly are getting better. So that's great, you know, because we're only stronger in our unity. That doesn't necessarily mean we need to be one country. But if we are united in principle and brotherhood, sisterhood, all that good stuff, then we're stronger. Both people will be stronger. Could you please sing any Aaliyah song? Aaliyah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. Dang. Like, I'm thinking of all these different Aaliyah songs. I covered a few, right? I know I covered no. Is it I Care For You? Yeah, I think I covered I Care For You. And, if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Jasper, no. This is my water. You have water, like, everywhere. Okay. Okay. What about off to college? Yes, you went away. Straight from high school, you up and left me. We were close friends, also lovers. Did everything for one another. Now you're gone and I'm lost without you here now. But I know I gotta live and make it somehow. Come back to me, can you feel me, hear me calling for you? 'Cause it's been too long and I'm lost without you. What am I gonna do? Said I've been needing you, wanting you, wondering if you're the same and who's been with you. Isn't your heart still mine? I wanna cry sometime. I miss you. That's it. Well, you all, I enjoyed this, and if you don't already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I'm most active, at Zewdy, Zewdy, and we can connect there. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you more and more. And yeah. Peace.